to my life. I can take a wild guess. You know what's crazy? What is this?
Sushi means sex.
What is going on this show?
It's the lighter side of the dark side.
Oh, no, he didn't.
What did you do? What did you do? Yes, welcome to the lighter side of the dark side. This is Dark Mark, the goth comedian. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Solstice, whatever you celebrate. It's going to be quite a show tonight. It's our first annual holiday spectacular, and we're actually back at our new time, which is 10 minutes late because of Josie. But we got quite a show tonight. I'm very excited. I have punk rock legends here in the studio. Punk rock legends I never heard of, but I did some reading, and they actually are punk rock legends. I do have.
Do you have verification on this?
I have verification on this. I have Eric and Phil from Symbol 6.
Hola, 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 hola.
That's Eric. Hey, say hi to the Dark Minions out there, Phil.
The who?
The Dark Minions are our audience.
The dark side.
Hello, Dark Minions.
Yeah, and at some point you're gonna come up to the mic.
Closer. Okay, we can do that.
Yes.
Is that better?
I realized being away from the mic was real punk, but we want to make sure to get on the mic. And Josie is she's in the bathroom sprucing up. She'll be here. And our extra special guest is here, too. Don't tell Josie.
No shitting on the table, Phil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, here she comes. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at you. You got to see what I'm saying.
More than meets the eye.
There's a lot more than meets the eye.
Hey there.
Josie, sit right there.
Oh, I get the hot spot.
You got the hot seat today.
Hey,
No,
Mark.
Eric, you move over there.
Mark, your sexiness is in big jeopardy here.
And by the way,
You want me to move?
Yeah, that's...
And by the way,
Over there.
the sexy guy that I promised you for today's show is downstairs. Jeremy's getting him one of the hottest guys.
Uh-oh.
So I did want
Gotta
to.
fix my makeup.
So before we get started, I did want to say a couple things. If you're looking for some holiday gifts, I've got some suggestions. First and foremost, Red.
That's a good suggestion.
Revenge is Killer. This
like
features
that
Josie
one.
Cat in all sorts of undress. It's the tale of Little Red Riding Hood as you've never seen before. Check that out, Eric. And then
It goes from sweet to naughty to...
I think that's on, but when Jeremy comes back, we'll make sure. Oh, they do have another camera. Okay, great. We had a little fisting incident on another show. There was no. So now they have another camera. So. And I didn't want to thank Hell's Bell. She was supposed to be here tonight, but she's sick. So
Feel better, Hells.
And so that the Red is good. There's two books that Josie Cat has: the Red book, which is Little Red Riding Hood, and the book Josie Cat. If you go to Barnes and Noble or Amazon, and you know somebody who likes to masturbate a lot, that's a great Christmas gift.
Pictures only.
If you're into somebody that's a little spiritual,
None of my fans read.
try Hardcore Zen by our friend Brad Warner, or LDS Punk.
Boy, we're feeling
Look
very
who's
international.
here!
Santa.
That is the sexiest man ever.
I told you I'd get a sexy guy.
Merry Christmas.
Yay! How did
Hi,
you
Santa.
pull that?
Hi, come on over.
All righty.
Santa,
I want to sit on Santa's lap.
you're definitely going to sit on Santa's lap.
over.
We're going to do that a little
Don't
later,
worry,
Santa. Hold on.
I'll wait there.
Are we going to
Make my
forego
way
this
over there.
Hollywood Report? I don't know.
We could skip over it.
Okay.
Although there was a really great party that kind of kicked things off.
Well, here's
over at
hello,
Jeremy's.
Jeremy.
We can't hear you, Jeremy.
No, so
gonna have
no,
some
I
action
can
to
hear
the-
him. He has a thing that's tuned into my mic, so I can hear him.
Exclusive.
So anyway, but Josie's here. This is her last show of 2013. Her last show for
It is.
a month.
You're leaving.
So I'm
I'm
gonna twist this. I'm gonna get because we got Eric on a good shot there. I'm gonna flip this around.
How can you tell?
He's looking. He's the camera guy.
I'm looking at the camera. Right?
Oh, hey.
Look
Is
at
this thing on?
That's on.
It's on.
Santa Claus.
I can't really hear any of you guys, though. Is that
Is there something wrong with the headphones?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
okay.
I want to make sure.
I joined the party.
So Santa Claus, who we have here, as you know all the boys and girls.
That's right. I remember you from
Who's been naughty?
many years ago.
Yeah, who's made the list?
This is Eric from Symbol 6.
Hey,
This is
Santa. How
This
you
is
doing?
Josie Cat.
You remember me, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The naughty list every year on
Yeah.
purpose.
Thank you.
And this is Phil from Symbol 6 as well.
Thanks for the call.
I know you as
And
Chris.
my
first
I'm
name
horrible with
basis.
names.
Ginger.
Ginger.
Look at the hair color.
Ginger.
Perfect.
I was just naughty, wasn't I?
Gingerbread.
You were.
Oh,
So
It's
Weird.
okay.
okay. So Santa, we got
Ginger
to
snaps.
put you there.
All right.
Okay. So Josie Cat, tell them why you won't be on the show for a month.
Yes, please do.
I'm going to be out of the country. I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
Deported?
On a jet plane.
Well, let me do the
I'm
jokes,
going-
okay,
I'm
Josie,
going-
please.
Okay, I will. For tonight, I will.
And leave the old school 70s references to Neighborhood Love, that's on at 7. So this is the Dark Mark show.
Oh, is that where we're at?
Yeah, you're going to
Very confused
Vietnam.
from that. I am. I'm going to Vietnam and to Thailand and Cambodia. A little stopover in Japan for some sushi.
Hey, war's over.
All right. We'll stop over to Japan for some sushi. That's the way Josie does things. And as you know,
They haven't seen war yet.
and if you know our theme song, "Sushi Means Sex,"
It does.
so I've got presents for
It
you and
does.
Jeremy.
If
but
you get invited to sushi, doesn't it usually lead to sex?
Sushi time.
Wait a minute, what? What is that?
Sushi usually leads to sex.
Oh.
With a
Eric,
date.
don't you know that? Well, being a rock star usually leads to sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does with
sushi.
right hand and left hand.
Hey, the difference between pink and purple is the grip,
Oh,
Wow.
right?
I don't know.
I've never
what-
held purple in my hand, so I'm not.
That's what the
I'm not as well
sushi
versed.
chef says.
Okay.
Anyway.
Anyway, so I guess we better start the show because this is getting chaotic already. Eric and Phil are in the band Symbol 6. And I thought I was well versed on early 80s punk rock, as Santa Claus is.
Oh, absolutely.
But I wasn't aware of Symbol 6, and I did some research, and you guys were right in the thick of it.
Yeah.
You guys were 15
Yeah.
Yeah,
in high school, right?
yeah, right around there.
Little disappointed in you, Mark.
Well, actually, this goes back to what you were just saying. When I was 15, I was just really learning how to masturbate correctly, and that's kind of what I was doing. You were forming a band.
Yes, and masturbating correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Figured that out early.
But
On stage?
there's
Together
some,
at the same time?
there are some errors in rock and
people
roll.
Some people would say on stage for sure.
There are some errors in rock and roll and some just scenes that came up that are legendary. You know, with punk rock,
Oh yeah.
you know, it goes back to the late 60s in Detroit. Then you got New York and you got England in the mid-70s. Early 80s, L.A.
Blew up.
Yeah.
It was the spot.
Circle Jerks, Black
Oh,
Flag,
yeah.
Bad Religion, X, all these bands. And Symbol
Weirdos.
6. Weirdos. I forgot about the Weirdos.
Yeah.
They're all there. And then Symbol 6. You're right in there.
No, it was. I don't know if it could ever be repeated quite the way it was, and it only lasted in Los Angeles probably like 3 good years, maybe.
Right.
And so, yeah, if you were there, it was. I don't even know if you realized what was going on, but it was intense.
Right. And if you were there, you probably don't remember half of it now, I would imagine.
You remember? I mean, yeah, I remember it.
You're really having a
Phil,
hard
do you
time getting
remember
the
this?
words
Do you
out.
remember
Yeah.
this? Do you remember the?
I don't remember shit.
You don't
man.
remember shit? You
No,
don't remember
I have
going
like,
all these?
I have
Do you
a
remember where
great.
you parked?
Yeah, because I had to park where she parked because I left my wallet at home and I want to make sure I have money to get the fuck out of there. but first, no, there's like a gray area between probably I'd say about 16 to 49. So yeah, I don't really remember much of anything.
Wow. So your entire adult life.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes it that way.
By the time I leave here, I'll forget that I was even here.
Where?
Where?
You
What?
were?
By the way,
Huh?
are these tables clean? Because the shenanigans that have been going down here, I'm a little skeptical.
I think Jeremy cleans the tables after every show.
Oh, you lucky dog.
No. So there's
Uh-oh. Where are the
With
gloves?
his
You guys got
tongue.
rubber gloves somewhere?
Santa, you got some gloves in here?
I do have gloves. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Always.
I see- I see
Santa knows what he's doing.
Santa carries
I see you
surgical
took the
gloves.
right-handed glove off. Does that mean we're going to get a little hee-hee out of the claws?
You just never know, do you?
Or bend over and cough.
So Santa Claus, you remember the punk rock scene?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Everybody thought the punk rockers were real naughty, but some of them were nice.
Some were. Some it was an act, and it was fun, and everybody enjoyed it.
Right. So you were right.
I think it started out reasonably tame, but it got
Violent.
It got darker
That's
and
what
darker
shut it
as it
down.
went.
Right.
Violence. Yeah.
I mean, and then it became like you couldn't play or even go to see a show anywhere because of the violence.
That's what I've heard.
Are you
Especially
talking about the when the skinheads
Pretty
were
much,
introduced
yeah.
and
Yeah.
everyone had their little crew?
No, I saw there was a club in Redondo Beach called the Fleetwood where the germs and fear, adolescence, middle class, everybody pretty much came out of there.
Right.
Whatever. Anyway, this blonde girl walks in and she was absolutely beautiful. Hair past her elbow, blonde. You could tell she was just being witnessing or just, getting exposed to this scene for the first time. And she was like really wide-eyed and wow.
Right.
And then these skinhead girls came out of like nowhere and beat the shit out of her.
Wow. So the girl-on-girl violence was just as bad as the guy-on-guy
No,
violence.
she had a bump on her face that was like she couldn't put her hand around. And it freaked me out. And it was only because she had really long hair.
There was a lot of girl fights. I know when I got introduced into the punk scene a little later than you guys, but it was around, Fender's time and the Olympic Auditorium and parking lot fights all the time at the Olympic.
Yeah.
I mean,
suicidal.
I got into it a couple times with a few chicks.
Yeah? Who won?
I initially did, and then this one girl brought over some Samoans, and I got punched in the face.
That's a coal in the stocking. That's not good, right?
Yeah,
Right?
well, what sucks too is like you always have a whole different vision of girl fights, like pillows and feathers flying and shit. That kind of fucks it up.
And back in those days, it was like Dynasty and Dallas.
Yeah,
and
right.
You thought it was gonna be like old cougars like grabbing each other by the hair.
Exactly.
But I've seen some. I haven't seen. I don't pretend to be punk rock at all. Although I am a fan of a lot of the music. But I've seen some. It's weird because I was going to ask you the difference between what I was getting at is Symbol 6 was right in the thick of it, right there with all those bands. Then they took a very, very long hiatus where you were doing other things and you were with other bands, and actually for some reason got in sort of in the metal scene too. And we'll talk about that. And now you're back, and you've been back since what, 2009, 2010?
Yeah.
Well,
It was.
Right around 2010, we put it back together.
Right.
Put a record soon thereafter.
Right when our guitar player got paroled.
Yeah, when he got out of jail.
Basically.
Now that's punk rock, Santa.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. It's all about trying to put it together with what you have left.
Yeah.
Was that what stopped you guys? Is that he went to jail?
No, it didn't really stop us. I mean, if you go back to 1982, 1983, whatever.
Right.
Punk rock was kind of the scene that we're talking about was kind of diving into all different kind of areas.
Right.
It was like a lot of
Skate punk.
yeah, a lot of that and goth and guys were wearing dresses and guys were going to graveyards and screwing dead bodies. It was just getting weird.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
And we actually had a mortician last week told us all about that. But it was going into goth, and there was some, there was the. And the punk, there was more of a hardcore scene. I guess Black Flag was coming out at that time.
Well, no, Black Flag had already. They were.
That.
Damaged came out with Henry, and they blew up.
But they inspired a lot of bands that were.
Yeah.
Okay, question.
Okay.
Best Black Flag singer. Go.
Yeah, I'm not really much of a Black Flag
What do you think?
fan. He would have to be a better answer.
Well, Keith early, and then I liked Henry. I did.
Who did you like best? That was the question.
I'd probably say Keith because when I was 14 and hearing him and was like, wow, what is this?
Right.
This is amazing. So yeah.
And what is the correct answer, Josie?
There is no correct answer. I mean, I
What is
I
it
thought
Josie
they were
can't
all
answer?
completely different. I mean, Des Cadena was a complete different.
That would actually be my choice personally, but
he always wanted to be a guitar player though. He never wanted to be. I saw Ron Reyes at the at
Right.
the Fleetwood. I saw him quit the night he quit, and I remember I would stay there till they closed, and they were like sweeping the floor. And I remember him sitting on the stage with like 4 or 5 punk rock girls around him, and he had tears in his eyes, and he was like, he quit. And I was like, how the hell did you just quit Black Flag?
Right.
I mean, that to me was unbelievable.
Right. And Santa, your favorite Black Flag singer is?
I'm going to have to go with the last one.
Which one was that?
I think he's going with Rollins.
Was that
Rollins, yeah, Rollins. That's
Okay,
right. Yeah,
he's
that was my
going to
favorite.
go with Rollins.
I think
I
it was
enjoyed him most.
I think it was Rudolph.
Was
Rudolph. Well, Rudolph got in there right towards the very end. Just about.
He was hardcore though.
But he didn't want to play with
His
the
drinking
other
problem got in the
players, so it
way.
was a
And
problem.
he got shunned upon from the rest of the band, too, because he had that whack thing
that
going on.
proboscis of his just wasn't working.
No.
Ginger, your favorite Black Flag singer, since we're going in all around there?
I am not a huge Black Flag.
Yeah,
But I would have to say Keith.
okay.
Yeah.
And now who's singing now? Because there's Flag now.
But didn't Ron just quit again?
He just quit again.
Oh, okay. Because
See, I was bringing that up for full circle effect.
Now,
Exactly, Santa.
But
He was just
Santa's
about
not
to
missing
say
a trick.
that. Right,
but you
one-
guys got back together. I mean, like, there's a big renewed interest in this time frame in all these bands. Or
Okay, but
has there ever never not been an interest in it?
I want to be really clear as to when Symbol 6 got back together.
Okay.
We waited until there was no money to be made whatsoever.
Very well calculated.
We made damn sure that it was done with the money making thing. Then we came back, so nobody can really claim we sold out at all. Period.
I think they have my agent. I don't know what's going on here. That's crazy. but you guys are back, and I've heard some of the new music. Matter of fact, we have some of the new music. I think this would probably be a good time to play. And Santa, I think you and Josie maybe. Okay, we're not going to play the music. We're not going to play the music right now, but we do have some of the new stuff. I think some
good deal.
Some new stuff from your new album that's coming out in 2014.
That's exciting.
Yeah, tell us about that Dirty Land, right?
Dirty Land.
It pretty much says everything just by the title, I think.
It does. And
by the way, that is a really nice handkerchief, dude.
Thank you. It's red. It's festive.
It's festive.
Santa's
Very
been
festive.
eyeballing it all night.
Yeah, he's
Right,
thinking he might want
That
a
is
little
very
piece of that.
Santa-like. It's very Christmas.
Very seasonal, yes.
Hey, I'm with it, guys. Come on.
But I mean, you guys. I mean, you're not. I mean, I've gone to some high school reunions, and you look at some of these people like, oh, you guys look great.
Well,
You guys have held
Phil,
up.
you know.
No, Phil
lost
looks,
a lot of hair.
come on,
got
Phil
gray.
looks good. Come on.
Phil's good. Hey, listen, I love Phil. He's great. He's the number one guy I went after to start the band was with Phil. He's a great drummer and all that stuff.
And
But
what do you do?
Really? You mean you
all
would have
that
taken
stuff.
if I sucked?
Did you guys go to the same high school together?
Yeah, but
junior high.
he didn't really go. He kind of. This is a kind of an inside story, and I make joke of it because it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
He had to bail out of regular high school and go to an alternative school. Now,
Alternative school?
well, you know what alternative school means?
Short bus?
Well, sort of.
Continuation.
Basically what it is I'm pretty much given up on life. I just want to check out. So you go in and you sign your
mental
name.
hospital.
More or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You know about that more.
I'm just
Yeah, I know all about it, Josie.
I'm just an ambitious
You get
guy,
girlfriends.
What can I say?
Is that how you look at it?
Yeah, that's the way I had to look at it. I got a really bad case of mono in like 11th and a half grade.
People really get that? I didn't know that really existed.
Oh, seriously?
I thought it was only on the Brady Bunch.
Oh, please.
You've never had it?
Oh, please. Josie's had everything. Josie's mouth.
fuck you, Mark.
Josie's mouth and vagina are like Petri dishes.
You probably had it. It was just another symptom
The only
of
thing she
something
hasn't had
else.
is SARS, and she's just about to get that when she goes to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can put
Nice.
put that off your bucket list.
Fuck you.
You set
You
me
got
up.
the
Santa?
first fuck you of the night.
Santa?
It was very late.
I saw that. I made
Santa,
it
that was
up.
naughty.
show.
That was naughty.
You know what? I know
I got a Christmas stocking here for you.
airfare is expensive these days. Why don't you just hop on the back of that dude's sleigh and take that out to Vietnam?
hey,
He's going to be
oh,
going
he's back.
around the world
You know what?
in a week.
Do you realize why Santa doesn't have any kids? Because he only comes once a year and it's down the chimney.
That's really funny, Eric.
Well, it's my Santa joke.
However true it might
He
be.
was waiting all year to say that joke.
Wait. Do you have any Santa jokes
That was
yourself?
not good.
Or any Symbol 6 jokes.
Simple 6 joke.
Symbol
go
6
ahead.
is a
I don't
joke.
know the 6 jokes, no. Santa jokes?
Yeah, give me a Santa joke. Well, we got to hear it from the source. Let's hear this.
Santa joke. In the ho-ho-ho game, traditionally 3, sometimes 2, but never 1.
Do we need a laugh track for that?
You don't need a laugh track for that. You just need to know what that means.
I
But I'm
don't know
sure
what
you
it means.
do.
I don't.
No?
Ho, ho, ho.
You can go ho,
I think
ho,
it's a
ho.
whole
Do it a
joke.
ho.
Or you can go ho, ho, but you never just do it one time.
Ho. I'm going to do it now.
See, that's bad.
Ho. How
See,
about
now you're
that?
on the naughty list.
Ho.
Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Say ho.
Well, Santa,
Say ho. Ho.
Santa, I'll do the jokes. You slide
You
down
do
the
the joke.
chimney.
That's right. I'll just sit over here quietly. I'll
So
look
anyway,
pretty.
so what led to the breakup? The initial breakup? Seriously.
Can I spank you,
I
Santa?
was kind of getting around to that, but basically, when you're like 16 years old or whatever, you don't know what you're doing.
You're a petri dish of
You're trying this and that, and
information.
then all of a sudden
Mono,
it's
you're
like
getting,
I know more than you, and it's 5 guys in a room, and that's just too many dicks in the room.
Okay.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I don't know.
We're talking about
I
dicks
know
in
that's
the
a
room.
terrible reference.
Yeah, Josie was tuning
Josie's
out.
like, she was tuned down. She's like, wait a minute, what?
What?
5 dicks in the room?
Dicks? What?
Wait, what?
No, but then you guys splintered off and you started working with actually it's sort of the glam metal crowd, like Izzy Stradlin from Guns N' Roses. You were working with him, and
Yeah, we actually Taz and Izzy came out here. Izzy was actually a roadie for Phil in Symbol 6. He came out here from Indiana. He was a drummer. His name is Jeff.
right.
That's when we first met him.
So wait, Izzy Stradlin was a roadie for Symbol 6?
Yeah, he came out. He was helping Phil out with like loading gear. It wasn't like he was nobody was a paid roadie, but he was a drummer, and so he was hanging around with the band, and he was loading in with Phil and helping him out and doing that stuff. And then he became a bass player, and then he became a guitar player,
And then the rest is history.
and then
And they said, fuck you and your drums.
and if he only stayed with it, he might have had a career.
Yeah.
but, you know.
Maybe.
But no, then
Fucking quitter.
But we started a band that was very punk rock rooted because that's
Right.
all we did, and then
Right.
but we kind of slang some of the rock and roll. We all loved Motorhead. We loved Judas Priest.
Sure.
And so we started incorporating all that.
The good metal.
Yeah, you know what though? There's a lot of bands out there that just won't. They'll deny the fact that that's good music or
Right.
it's not punk rock enough. And then they when they realize people like Greg Ginn grew up listening to,
Sabbath and
loving that stuff. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. I thought he fell out of bed one morning loving just Black Flag, and it doesn't work that way. But so,
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of hypocrites out there musically.
Yeah.
We've never been really afraid to go down the road of playing a harder brand of music, whatever it is. And matter of fact, when our first record came out in 1982, it was labeled as being metal punk.
Right.
And now the same people are saying, well, the fans of that particular era is saying, why can't you do stuff more like that punk rock? And it's
Right,
like,
right.
well, back then it was too metal punk for you, and now it's like
Well, let me ask you a question. This is something I actually was curious about when I was researching you guys. Normally, I'm researching hot chicks, and don't worry, I researched.
Yeah, I'm surprised he did any research at all. He
Well, I
doesn't
researched
research the
Josie a little
guys.
bit, but and Santa Claus, but obviously between 82, 83 when you guys broke up and 2010, especially right in the middle there in the 90s is where people were doing what you were doing,
Right.
and making lots and lots of money doing it.
Yeah.
Did you look at Nirvana and Green Day and all those guys and going, motherfuckers? I mean,
Do you see this thing right here?
the
Right
chip,
here?
the chip, yeah.
It's a big chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I remember it was Christmas time. My brother came over to a
Or
family.
even Guns N' Roses when they became huge. You're like, wait a second, that's our fucking roadie.
Well, but you saw that was happening. I mean, they were good.
You saw it. I
No,
never
they're great.
saw
They're
it.
great
They were
band.
great. I mean, and we played with them a bunch of times, and I mean, they're good. They're great. But I remember in this Christmas party, my brother coming over and he's like, "Check this out." It was like 990, whenever the Nevermind album,
Nirvana, yeah.
and he threw it on the CD player, and he's like, "Whoa!" And like it was like brand new. I'm like, that's kind of weird because. I get it sounds great, but it's
Right.
not like brand new. It wasn't
No.
like a sound coming out of like,
No, I gotta be honest. The first time I heard Nirvana, I thought it was the Replacements. Kind of a similar voice,
Yeah.
Like
right.
it was like a little more metal
Yeah.
Replacements,
Right.
Yeah.
And I love the Replacements, so I liked it. But I mean, it's not even those bands. But then you got the copies. And you're
Yeah.
like, well, wait a second, we're the originals.
Yeah, well, I mean,
That's the way it goes.
And there's another band that both Guns N' Roses and Nirvana were punk and metal influenced. They always say, "Oh, Nirvana was punk," but there's a lot of metal influences there.
Well, you know what I can say for that era? Thank God that whole thing happened, because that 80s shit was just weak.
it needed to be douched.
I mean, it was so weak, and if it took that.
But you guys were playing with Faster Pussycat and other guys too. So
yeah, I wasn't.
Okay, Eric was playing with Brett Muscat. And
hey, I was. I'm not. I'll admit it. I mean, we weren't.
Did you grow your hair long? Did you have like the whole glam metal look?
My hair was before that. My hair was long. I mean, put it this way, my hair was as long as Tony from the Adolescents' hair is right now.
Oh, okay. And
so. It's just very funny how people. I'm only using that one person as an example, or Lee Ving when his hair was down. I mean, it's like some people get.
No, but I mean, did you poof it up? Is what I'm saying.
No, I didn't. It was pretty much. It was pretty much greasy and black, and it was dyed black.
Okay, yeah. So it wasn't. But you weren't doing the Poison like.
No. I to this day, Poison. That we were definitely came out of the punk world of. I mean, I was dyeing my hair black in 9th grade.
Right.
Blue-black.
And Phil, I apologize that we're talking about hair. I mean, that's...
Why do you got to go there, man?
We can talk about beers.
Well, here...
Santa's taking his hat off, too.
Actually, I see Santa's getting restless. Here's what we're going to do.
Santa's getting restless.
Here's what we're going to do, because... and we're going to get back to the Symbol 6 story.
Hey, and Steve Jones was a big-time glam dude on the Sunset Strip.
I remember that.
Now, Steve Jones is a guitar god.
I saw Steve Jones. He used to have a band with the guy from Duran Duran, and he had with Duff was played in the band.
Yeah.
And I think Matt Sorum. I used to see them all the time, and they all had like the hot actresses. Actually, I remember one night we saw the Rock Outsiders. I think it was what was called, that band with Steve Jones and the other guys. And I remember one night Steve Jones, Cameron Diaz was banging him, like she was waiting for him to get off stage.
She banged him too.
Like this is right when the mask like when she was
just starting out to be who's that hot chick.
And then like I saw him like a month later, and some other like really hot up and coming actress was waiting for him. And Steve Jones, even back then, you could see like, woo, this is like, yeah.
What I'm trying to say though is that there is a giant group of musicians out there,
right,
that are just kidding themselves. And they think that, okay, I started out in 1980 as a punk rocker,
right,
and my ideals and my musical taste has never changed. And I wear the badge of honor of Nirvana, and I'm more punk than you guys, and I never fucking changed.
No, nobody's more punk than you guys.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's bullshit, because at least I'm going to admit, like, if your musical taste don't change,
right,
I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Right.
I mean, so you eat meat and potatoes every day?
Right.
For 30 years?
Right.
That's retarded.
I do.
Who does that?
I do. I like it a lot.
He likes meat and potatoes. He's a carnivore.
And I tell you, the reason why the greatest punk rock is the greatest punk rock is because when it was played, most people didn't know how to play their fucking instruments.
Exactly.
And that's when the best stuff came out. Now you get to play. You play over time. You get better. You start outsmarting yourselves, and things change. But unfortunately, you can't go back to learning one chord and how do you do it.
I understand. You can't retrofit yourself. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
And it's really unbelievable that people think, hey, we're going to start writing songs like 1982, 3, 4, 1, whatever. How do you do that?
Right.
That to me is that's as phony as it gets in itself.
Some people can't get better at what they do though, so they stay in that hole. I mean,
no, I think they're a bunch of pussies that are afraid to
See,
admit the facts. I mean,
what happens is they can't grow, so they don't like people that can. You see, so in order to mask the fact that, wow, you guys are actually good and we still suck, you're selling out. You're writing commercial shit. You blow. That's kind of how it works. It's jealousy attitude. That's another thing, too, by the way. That whole sellout thing is ridiculous. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, gee, I've been playing in a band for 30 years. I'm sorry that I'd like to make a few dollars at it. I guess I'm a sellout.
Exactly.
I should be playing in a fucking shithole dump club for the rest of my life because that's awesome. Really?
But then again, some people would point to contemporaries of yours. Just playing devil's advocate, because Phil looks like he's ready to fucking jump across the table. And kick my ass.
I love that.
Like Social Distortion, Bad Religion, that have been sort of doing the same thing for 30 years. It's a great thing, and they still have that audience.
Yeah, well, because they never stopped.
Right.
They just kept on trucking along.
Do you think you guys would have been like that?
Oh, no question.
Yeah?
No question. I mean, we would have killed each other like about 2 or 3 years into it, but had we continued, yeah.
It's just hard to say. To me, it's hard to say. It is. I mean,
right.
and I respect all the guys you just mentioned.
Right.
Good for them. I could care less. They don't come to my shows, and support me. I don't care. They do what they do, and they can do it as long as they want to and can.
Although I did listen to the Bad Religion Christmas album.
I've heard
it sucks.
Yeah,
it's horrible. It's really bad.
I've heard some really.
The Twisted Sister Christmas album though is fucking genius, but the Bad Religion Christmas album is.
So what is it like? Old Christmas, like typical Christmas songs played by them.
Played by Bad Religion. It's like come all ye faithful.
Okay, let's go back to my sellout point.
What exactly? What is? Explain this to me. With the vast fucking audience out there that is determining what is punk and what is not punk, and that terminology right there just makes me come unglued. It's like, you know, Jim Morrison was the biggest punk rocker of his. I mean, he blew Darby Crass off the stage and did shit way before any of that stuff. But yeah, he's a hippie and he's a poet and F that.
Right.
There's so much of this. I was there before you, or you're not punk enough.
But you guys were there before everybody.
I know, and it's like I'm telling you, the whole.
I mean, do you have like 15-year-olds coming up to you, like people that your age when you got started, telling you you're sellouts, or do they really?
No, but what we do have is old fans bringing their kids.
Right.
That's cool.
No, I wish they were coming up to us telling us we sold out. That means we were doing something, making some money. Shit. Because we're not making the money yet.
It's funny because I don't. There seems to be, and correct me if I'm wrong. If there's some really good fucking punk groups coming up, tell me who they are.
Yeah, honestly, Mark.
I'm serious.
Honestly, Mark, I swear to you, and I've got like a 4-page diatribe on this. I am begging the young next wave to come in and douche the fuck out of the punk rock scene. Knock everybody out.
Because you talk about
take us all out.
Well, you talk about glam rock. Fucking Miley Cyrus and the shit that's going on now.
Seriously.
Seriously? I mean, I hate to say it, and this will probably be misquoted, but I'd probably take Poison over fucking Rihanna. I got to be honest with you.
Well, I would kill them both.
Yeah. I mean, and there's such an appetite for it that even like the Undead Kennedys had just throw somebody up there to sing, and they keep rock out.
But you know what's
the semi-dead Kennedys. That's what I'm calling the semi-dead Kennedys. They throw anybody up there. Flag.
But the killer is that the scene just keeps revering and pushing up the retread of what was instead of the new tread.
Right.
So, and hey, look, we're a band of 30 years ago. But we're writing brand new stuff.
But and again, I mean, this is what, your second or third album altogether?
The third one. Third is coming out.
You got one in 1982.
Exactly.
Then you got one in 2010, 2011.
So and so we're not the thing I think is best for us is that we do not have to be the slave to like playing albums full of 1980 tracks that we have to play live.
Right.
And listen, most bands that are worshipped in the punk rock world right now don't rehearse.
Right.
They do not spend any time together.
Right.
They do not write new songs. They do not go in the studio. They absolutely are a complete fucking retread. And you're telling me, how is a review band punk rock? The spirit of like writing new songs, taking chances. Look, if people want to throw darts at us for writing new stuff, and maybe it's too heavy for them or too this for that, or we don't care.
Right.
We're going to take those risks and those chances. We're going to do something. But these bands that just constantly play their 30-year-old set lists.
Right.
It's brutal.
How is that? Where is that in their mind when they wake up? What are they doing?
I don't know what they're doing, but let me play something fresh. And while we do that, Santa, we're going to play the song. Santa, come around and Josie's going to sit on your lap. How about that, huh?
Okay,
No, I want to spank Santa.
Well, we're going to do that too. But here's
Okay.
some Symbol 6, some new Symbol 6.
Can you see the skull and bones leaning out and all alone? And that flies across your wall. Are you scared of feelings fall? Are you really scared of that? Can you take one more breath? Is that window maybe rain? Imagination is insane. Skull and bones. Cold sounds in your ear, sweet dreams disappear. Out your window, monsters play. In your head is where they stay. Are you really scared of that? Can you take one more breath? Is that window maybe rain? Imagination is insane. Skull and bones. Think the cops are creeping in? Go ahead and count to 10. If you move, you might be seen. Shot right up, bones slick clean. Are you really scared of that? Can you take one more breath? Is that window maybe rain? Imagination is insane. Sticks and stones, skull and bones. Sticks and stones, skull and bones.
I like that. That's Symbol 6. And look who's on Santa Claus's lap. It's Josie. And I'm trying to think how we can get a mic in there without blocking the shot.
He's got a mic in there, believe me.
You're a funny motherfucker.
Oh.
Which way do you want me to
Speak into the
go?
microphone.
How about, oops, sorry. How about
Okay,
over
so Santa, has Josie been naughty or nice?
I think nice. Very nice.
Nice. You're supposed to
Very
say naughty.
What a bummer.
Naughty?
Yeah.
What a bummer.
So I might have a Christmas stocking here for Josie if you.
Wow.
Look at him waving
Hey,
it around.
Santa has a Christmas stocking. It's made out of latex.
I think Santa's Christmas stocking is getting stuffed right now. So,
Oh, you do.
Spanking.
hey,
I said, you're
Josie
supposed to
spanking.
say she needs a spanking. He goes, you do?
Oh, she needs-
Yeah, you do?
well, after the presents, we're going to have all
here?
sorts of
I'm afraid to
spanking.
see.
That's a nice-
Insights of the Dalai Lama.
It's nice to give Buddha on Christmas Day.
Chocolates.
Yes.
Oh, chocolates? Is there chocolates? Is
Oh,
there
no,
anything
no,
nasty in here?
There's there was going to be something nasty, but
Kind of nasty.
that's a little nasty. The Barbie lollipop.
It could be very nasty.
Whoa. Isn't Dalai Lama nasty? I mean,
It can be. Yes, you're right.
oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
You never
It's
can tell. Well,
swirly.
I just thought.
Oh, I thought it said surly.
I just thought Josie needed some
Something to suck on?
some
Yeah,
of that and some inside.
It's like
and,
the old CD packages wrapping.
Oh, something from the 99-cent store?
Yes, it is.
All
right, you gotta put that
Yeah,
on
you
right
gotta put
now.
that on, Josie.
We gotta
Let it
see that right
snow.
now.
Yes.
Some of my friends might take that the wrong way.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you know how this town is.
Can we get to the center of that lollipop?
Right.
Yes, how many looks do you think it will take?
We're going to count.
We got
Well,
six
Josie,
minutes.
Josie,
Better
yeah.
get working.
Crunch, right?
Josie, before you spank Santa,
Do I get to spank him?
you will, but
He said I could.
it's Jeremy's turn on Santa's lap.
It's Jeremy.
Jeremy,
go,
our
Jay.
producer.
You go, Jay.
Jeremy. Oh, he's actually going to do that?
Yes.
Why not?
Hey,
It's a part of
Santa,
the show.
Yes.
are you a thong guy or a... Are you
Well, when it comes to Josie, he's a no underwear guy, obviously.
Eric, we call that
Jeremy,
around the
you're
hip
gonna sit on his
weenie
lap?
grip.
See, Santa is his commando.
Wait, we have to tell him.
around the
Is there
hip
what?
weenie
Tell me what
grip?
you want.
Fuck, I love that.
That's good.
Around the hip. Weenie grip.
Santa, has Jeremy been good this year?
Oldie
I
but
was telling
goodie.
you what I wanted.
Oh, go ahead. Tell him what you want.
Did you know?
No.
Yes,
I
you did.
I know you were telling him what you wanted. I heard you. I saw your lips move and say Mark's cock. I saw that.
It's not what I said.
You thought it was hidden by the sucker, didn't you?
Hey, Mark, quit putting
Have a seat.
quitting
All right.
in her mouth.
All right,
Words, I think, is the word
Jeremy's
I'm
on his
looking for.
lap. Has Jeremy been good, nice this year?
I believe he has. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Jeremy, you look like his gay son. Chrissy
All right, let's
Claus.
see what we got here. What do we bring you this year? See if the elves were good to you.
Oh, it's a dark mark.
It's a dark mark negativity it works for me shirt.
Hey, I want one of
You
those.
had t-shirts.
I do, but
I
they're
think
all
that should be your mantra.
they're all. I'm all out of like the
Hey, Ginger.
smaller sizes, but I'm gonna get some more made.
What?
Where's some? I mean, never mind. I'll tell
Shut
you later.
We didn't bring him any shirts either, so we're just as lame.
Yeah.
And he's got and he gets
I mean,
a
Josie
SpongeBob
needs an
candy
extra
cane.
small
Oh,
shirt.
cool, a candy cane.
Symbol 6, right?
All right, thanks, Santa.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
And
Merry
yes.
Christmas.
Hey, Santa, check this out.
All right.
Ho.
That's wrong. That's bad.
Okay.
Never.
Now I hate to break the news to everybody, but this isn't really Santa Claus.
No, what?
Oh,
Whoa,
my cover, dude.
Shattered.
I'll tell you how I met. I'll tell you how I met this gentleman, and if you can get close to the mic, and let's get the mic over
Oh,
here.
here's Santa's cell phone.
I would assume that when you met him, he wasn't wearing
Santa,
pants.
you've been naughty. Oh my God, Santa's cell phone has some pictures.
It does, doesn't it?
Whoa.
Be careful with those.
Hey,
Those are
does-
valuable.
Can he put cans on the cap?
Can you put so try to put the headphones on if you can.
He's starting to look a little bit like John Wayne Gacy.
Very
Yeah,
naughty.
he's
That's what I
but I mean this. I'll tell you what happened. We were supposed to have a sexy guy show, nothing but sexy guys for Josie, and you guys are
And we
certainly
did.
sexy.
Oh, thanks, Mark.
But I was gonna have some real like Justin Bieber like real like 19-year-old hairless boys in here for her. That was the initial plan, and then I actually put a Craigslist ad out
And this is what
for
you
sexy
got.
guys. This is what I got. This is what I got.
That's like the total, complete opposite.
Did you say hairless or hairy?
Hey, I didn't say you weren't sexy. Just the hairless part
But,
is really not. It's not working.
my name's once
You must
again.
be very
I
busy this time of year.
I am very busy this time of year.
well tell everybody your real name.
Real name is Ralph.
Ralph. Ralph is a Santa Claus impersonator.
This is wrong.
All right.
You're not. Yeah.
No,
This is
if
wrong.
Ralph wants to get some work as a Santa Claus.
Well, shouldn't you do that on your own time? I mean, this is our Santa time.
I'm booked clear through Christmas, so
Okay, so this is forget,
this is
forget
it.
I said anything about Ralph. This is Kris Kringle, Santa Claus.
Thank you.
The man
Let's
saying
Bring
that.
back the Christmas
Saint Nicholas.
cheer.
Right.
Does anyone else want to tell Santa what they want?
Is her microphone on?
I don't think it is. Hold on.
For
that thing working?
Christ's sakes.
There.
There you
that's
go.
better.
So
that's
Joe,
better.
yes. So yes, you want my cock for Christmas. What does everybody else want for Christmas? Eric, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, I'll do seconds
Eric wants
then, I
your
guess.
cock too, Mark.
Yes. Well, I was actually going to get into the. Here's the thing you never hear about, because you always hear about we're talking about the glam metal and all the girls in there and all that crazy debauchery. The early '80s punk rock scene and the punk rock scene now. Girls, how's that?
There are a lot of them.
There's not a lot of
They're
hot
sweaty.
ones.
No
really.
bullshit.
Hey, man, if you're Blink 182, yeah, you might get a crack.
Phil,
Oh my God.
shut up.
Phil,
There's
are
a
you
lot
kidding?
of
I have
good-looking
so many
girls.
pictures of girls
I
and their
meant the
tits
punk rock
and
scene. I didn't say
and-
Blink
No,
182. That's a whole different thing.
No,
Well,
there's hot girls out there.
There are?
He's not looking.
All right. What happened in 1980 when you guys are 15 and you're on stage and you're performing in front of older women? I would imagine.
Boing.
Older women.
Yeah.
Like 18, 19.
Yeah.
Eric, tell me
Like you at the
make
time.
it sound like 60-year-olds.
Like 1980. No.
Older
like
women.
1980, 19, like you were at the time.
You know
what I'm.
You know what, Mark? Honest to
Fuck you
God,
again.
we were getting played on Rodney on the Rocks.
Yes, I was
Okay.
also going to get to that.
All right, so I'm in my bedroom. You want to hear the story?
Just spit the words out, dude. Really?
Yeah, really.
It's taking forever.
Come
You're
on,
like,
it's Rodney on the rock.
Let me
Santa Claus is
tell
shushing you,
the
Phil.
Sorry, Santa.
story.
oh.
So there I am.
Santa's waiting for a
I'm
spanking.
sitting there in my room.
I like it. But use
Hi,
diction.
we came
Hi,
on
it's
the-
Rodney on the rock.
I had a really cute girlfriend, and she was over, and I was just starting to get to know her.
Jane
and
Bate, we called her.
It wasn't Jane Bate.
Jane Bates. You were 15. Who was the bait?
That's just it.
Anyway, bottom line, short
Well,
story.
she ate?
Too late.
The song comes on the radio. Rodney goes, "Hey, a new band, Symbol Six.
Symbol Six.
This is Symbol Six."
And Eric's dedicating this one to
And then the look that hit was
Right.
like, I go, man, I bet you that's a Mick Jagger kind of. I bet you
Right.
that's what he. It was
Really,
weird.
Mick Jagger, you put yourself into those shoes. You were always thinking big.
Well, I was
bro.
just thinking, like, anyway.
So how'd you guys get hooked up with our buddy Kim Fowley?
I was
a left turn,
waiting
but
for the
that's
story
okay.
to run its course.
Yeah.
Did you bang her?
Yes.
Who, Kim Fowley?
Yes.
That's
No,
not
not
her.
Kim Fowley. Your girlfriend. After the song played, you banged her, right?
Right when I saw that look, it was
on.
The bang was on.
Right.
Familiarize me.
Bang a gong, get it on.
So you thought you were Mick Jagger.
No. I didn't think I was Mick Jagger. I figured, I bet you Mick Jagger gets that kind of like.
And he's gotten that for the last 55 years.
I think
guess.
longer than that. How old is
65.
that dude?
Dude.
I don't know. Keith
like
Richards just
80.
turned 70, and you know what they mean. I always thought he was, I always thought he was older than Peter O'Toole.
Well, yeah, right. But he's,
I mean, like 2 days dead. I mean,
he's got
fresh blood.
He's got the blood of a 16-year-old.
Yeah, he's
though, so
fresh blood.
ready.
apparently 70 is the new 130, right, Santa?
Exactly.
Keith Richards. So anyway, Kim Fowley. Now, Phil, were you in the Kim Fowley?
No, I wasn't part of that era.
Eric, you lived in Kim Fowley's house.
Well,
Somebody read.
Kim Fowley didn't really have a house, but he had hotels, like these motels we would stay in. Like the band would have
So things
a
haven't
room.
changed.
The band would have a room. I'm trying to remember. Tazzer here, he has great total recall on names. But yeah, he saw us playing at the Troubadour and
Right.
walked in and said, "So, are you ready to make a rock and roll record?"
Was that how it sounded?
It's exactly. how
No,
it sounded.
come on, really?
And the guy's like 6.
He's a big dude.
What does he top out at?
Right.
6'9" or?
Lately he's in a wheelchair, but he's a real tall dude.
Wasn't he in the James Bond series?
I don't
With
know.
those silver teeth?
No.
That's Jaws. No, and Kim Fowley. If people are not aware of what we're talking about, and probably if they've reached it by this far, they know what we're talking about. They don't. But he's been on the show, and he produced the Runaways. He's worked with Kiss. He's worked with Alice Cooper, like everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Listen, when that guy comes up to you and says, "Are you ready to make a record?" I mean, I was like,
He goes all the way back to Alley Oop and
Doris Day.
Doris Day. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's gnarly. But
Right.
I didn't even realize how gnarly he was until after the fact. But he came in and we spent months writing and recording.
Right.
And he managed us. He was basically like a babysitter. He managed us. He was trying to teach us the ropes of rock and roll. He always had lots of girls around him.
Did he
Sure.
say, sing with your cock?
Yeah, the first time I was telling Josie this, the first time we were in a recording studio with Kim, his head was under the console with his feet like hanging out by the door, and all his direction was more cock. I need more cock.
And how would you translate that to English?
Eric obliged, by the way.
I showed
gave
him
him
more
all sorts of
cock.
cock?
I gave him more cock.
Yeah.
What do you need?
Did that record ever come out?
No,
Okay. So not enough cock.
not enough
It
cock.
wasn't
It was
enough.
what they call a cock lacquer.
Right. Right. And was this
We-
about 85
we-
or
we-
84?
It was 86.
86. Okay.
86, yeah.
86.
And we disintegrated. I mean, it was
Right.
total debauchery. Lucky to get out alive.
Right.
Lucky to get out alive.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of cock going around.
A lot of everything. A lot of
So
everything.
how long were you? How long?
What? Is it
How
the
long
wrong
were
way?
you hanging out with Kim? So
Down further?
this is like a 6-month sort of thing, or
Yeah, it was about that.
okay.
Josie, what are you doing?
Yeah, and then we had
Josie's going through Santa's phone.
No,
right
she's
now.
like taking pictures of her boobs and laughing
like
at
Santa's
Santa.
phone.
Did you get his cell? Did you give her her cell number while she was sitting on your lap? You already sexting?
No.
It's only 2 minutes. Sorry,
so Josie-
didn't mean to cut you off, Mark.
Josie, when you
Santa needs presents too.
well, I think he just
I'm
got a
giving
present.
back.
I'd say he's turning red, but
There
he's
you
been
go.
red since he got here.
He's pretty red. So Josie,
You're welcome.
Josie, when you were sitting on Santa's lap, was there a little? Did you feel like a little?
It moved.
Pole coming up, or
It moved.
so something went up
I'm
to
not gonna
chimney,
tell
or
him.
This is such a good
would be
gig for
naughty.
you,
We
Santa.
had our moment.
Santa, this is a good gig for you.
It is. It's a very good gig for me. I love it.
I
Right.
don't know where you're going after this or
you
the
wanna
next
go to a party
gig,
with
man.
me?
He's
This
got to
one's a
get
good
all
one.
kinds of shit.
But Santa,
He's got
where
a
were you
week.
before
Santa,
you
you
were
want
here?
to
'Cause
go
you
to
just
a
had
party
gig,
with
right?
me?
I came from another Santa event.
Right.
Yes, at a Christmas party, and I'm going to a Christmas party when I leave here.
And you had,
You
the
want to go
smoking
to a
hot.
better one?
You had the smoking hot chick sit on your lap at the one before this.
What does Santa do when he's got to clean the
No.
gear? Do you have like a personal dry cleaner for Santa suits?
I do have one, yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, because it seems to me like that would be tough stuff to really get.
How often do you clean the
is
suit?
trimmed very nicely.
On a regular basis, every couple of gigs.
Okay, so every 2 days or so.
Yeah, about every 3 days, actually.
Now, Santa Claus, I guess, I don't know if you've followed the controversy where some people think Santa Claus is only white, and have you heard about that? The Fox
I
News
thought you were
thing?
going to say the controversy that he's not real.
Santa Claus is only white.
He is real.
Somebody on Fox News, one of the anchors on Fox News said that Santa Claus is only white. And they also, I heard that they had a teacher that had an African-American child that dressed as Santa, and they said, you shouldn't dress like Santa. Santa's only white. But Santa's everybody to everybody, everything to everybody, right?
Yeah, totally incorrect. Santa is whatever Santa wants to be. There are lots of black Santas.
In the words of Boom Boom Washington from the infamous Welcome Back Kotter show.
Right.
Oh, yeah, here it is.
You might want to try a Horseshack line now.
That was weak. I don't care what the white man say. Santa Claus was a black man. There, I got it out.
There you go.
Okay. Where does the time go?
Very likely true.
If we were to take a black light to that Santa Claus suit, would there be a problem?
I wouldn't want to find out.
There would be now.
Okay, just
There would be now.
Josie, no black lights. No
Josie,
black lights.
do you want to spank Santa for Christmas?
I do.
Santa,
I told him that's what I wanted.
Santa, do you mind being spanked by Josie for Christmas?
This one time, I'll let it happen.
Hold on. Okay, wait a second. Here we go.
Santa is such a sport.
Right.
Such a sport,
Josie,
Santa.
you better do it. You better go get your sucker.
Hold this.
Do you want me to get a picture of this, Mr. Claus?
No recordings of this.
This is off record here.
So here's, to finish up 2013, the Dark Mark Show, Josie Cat is spanking Santa Claus. Santa Claus, you got to bend over. I think. Okay.
Don't act like that's an unusual request, Santa.
Oh, Santa, have you ever been asked to be spanked before?
Bend forward.
Mrs. Claus, anything like
Do we
that?
need to get this out? We need to get some audio on this. Ready?
Those are not depends.
Okay, Josie, whack it. Whack it harder. Whack it harder.
Come on, Josie, for our iTunes audience that can't see it.
Josie,
Can't
harder.
see it?
Harder,
How's
harder.
that feel, Santa?
Harder,
Have you been
faster,
naughty?
faster.
Have you been a bad boy?
Harder, faster,
Bad
Josie.
Santa.
Harder, faster, faster.
Bad Santa. Bad Santa. Bad Santa.
Can we get a close-up of his face?
Bad Santa.
Hey, Fred, you want to get in on this? Or
Was that as good for you guys as it was for me?
that is the ultimate way. Look at that smile on Santa's face.
You're
You like
Santa,
that?
you are.
You know what,
Santa,
Santa? I didn't think you'd get more jolly than you were, but
I think
God damn it, you're jolly.
Just for you.
Oh, is right.
Wait.
Santa's coming loose now.
I think I know how to make Santa more jolly. Santa, would you like to spank Josie?
Go for it, Santa. Don't be a fool.
Uh-oh.
She's been naughty this year.
Hey, we need to.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's getting it. Watch out.
Bailiff. Bailiff.
Oh, you
Whack.
Harder, Santa.
Harder,
Harder,
Santa.
Santa.
We got people that only listen to the audio, Santa.
Oh, damn.
Santa's pretty good,
Hey,
huh?
Santa.
Hey, okay,
Santa.
enough, Santa.
You go, girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was the best Christmas ever.
Was it?
Yes.
Good. You can remember that on the plane flight over to
Yes.
Vietnam?
Vietnam, yes.
Plane flight. She's taking the cherry. She's taking the cherry seat on the.
Have we done, have
No,
we
it's
done
just-
a Megan check on this guy?
The chestnuts are roasting, I would imagine, huh?
That's one just the other day. Just the other day.
What
What?
kind of test?
The test.
The test.
Yeah, we need
Testicle,
to do
1, 2, 3.
a Megan
Testicle.
background check.
Oh,
check.
they
Yeah.
have to do that.
I'm not sure if I'll pass tomorrow, but last week I
Well,
Well, we won't say your name.
yes.
Although we.
No, we'll go.
we're
We'll do
supposed to
the Chris Kringle. That's
was the Chris
stuff
Kringle,
enough.
yeah. That wasn't. Yeah, that was,
Chestnuts roasting over an open fire.
So before we go,
Eric's nuts roasting, just roasting.
Okay, we stop
loving
it. So let's wrap it up.
we got to wrap it up. We got to wrap
Tell us
it
where
up.
we can find you guys.
No,
What's
well,
that?
first off,
Where can we-
when is the
where
new
can we
when is
find
the
you
new
guys
Symbol
on the
6 album
internet?
coming out?
When is it coming out, Ginger?
It is coming out in the spring of 2014.
Oh, but we have a live one coming out before that, right?
No, we have a split coming out.
That's
with
what I
Fang.
meant. When?
Ginger, talk
That's
into the
coming out
mic.
in April. In
April,
Get
so it's
real
all
close.
April.
There you go.
Well, keep your eyes peeled, kiddies.
Santa, would you like to spank Ginger too? She's
but-
been a little naughty.
But
Ginger? Okay.
But I will
Ginger.
say we're real excited because Josie Katz has agreed to star in a production of ours coming out.
Oh, wow.
I'm really excited.
The premiere of Dirty Land.
Dirty Land. Dirty Land is a new album, right?
Yeah, it is the new album, and it's got
correct, sir.
It's got 11 songs, and we're going to be doing a video with Josie, and she's going to be unbelievable in it.
Is that right?
Right.
That's right.
Did you sign up for
I did.
Unbelievable?
Sign up.
I did
We
sign
talked
up.
her into
Well, I
it.
don't know. After tonight, you might want to sign up. You might want to sign up Santa Claus too.
Hey, we can do like Bad Religion did that Christmas album. We can just put Santa in it. We can re-release it every year at Christmas.
There you
For
go.
no reason.
The Dirty Land video. It's so merry.
Trust me, what you just saw there was way better than the Bad Religion Christmas album. I got to tell you.
Hey, Mark, you might want to take it easy on those
Hey,
guys.
but
Come on, man.
I do want to say to all those people out there, those punk rockers that are real serious and experts on the whole scene, get over yourselves.
Wow.
Would you
That
agree
was-
with that,
That
Santa?
was serious.
I would agree. Get over it.
That was
Thank you, Santa.
There's nothing more punk rock than that.
hell
Deal
yeah.
with it.
Now, look, I got Santa on my side.
That was
I got
that
Santa
was very
on my
profound,
team.
Eric.
Yeah.
So, I see there's still a little tension between you two coming from the junior high days.
Yeah, there is.
This dude fell asleep at my house once. My dad was a professor and my mom, total professional people, right?
Right.
This guy falls asleep in my front room and he's wearing this fuck 'em all t-shirt. We're like 15 years old. My dad walks in there and there's this kid on my floor with fuck them all on his back. This is a conservative household. Douchebag hitter.
Yeah.
Right.
And I hipped his dad to what's up, and his dad was
Did you
really.
say let God sort him out?
Sort of.
Yeah.
At least
so-
so,
so-
dressed.
About.
So, Eric, if people want to get a hold of you guys, Phil, where do we get a hold of you?
Symbol6.com.
And we have a Facebook page like Kleenex tissues and
Symbol6.com is where you
Coca-Cola and
wanna
everybody
go.
else.
Go to symbol6.com, and it'll lead you all the way down all the wrong roads.
Symbol6.com. Josie?
Just Google Josie Cat, Josi Cat, Kat, and you'll find my web pages.
Order Red and Josie Cat off Amazon.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And
Where is
also, there's a new 2014 Justice Howard calendar with all tattooed babes. I'm in it.
The perfect Christmas gift for the person that masturbates a lot. And Santa Claus, where do people get a hold of you?
NationwideSantas.com.
NationwideSantas.com.
Hey, Santa, can I ask you a question? Like, I know kids used to send like wish lists for, send it to the North Pole and shit.
Sure.
Do they just have like a constant email account now that you just get hammered with emails of wish lists?
There's email. There's
Santa,
snail
I
mail,
want a
any
new
kind of mail.
computer and a new iPhone. I'm only 10.
NorthPole.com.
NorthPole.com, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, NorthPole.com.
And go on Santa's Facebook page and his Twitter page. Santa, do you have a Tumblr?
I do not.
Okay, no Tumblr for Santa, but the Dark Mark Show has a Tumblr. And if you want to catch up on all the episodes, go to darkmarkshow.com. Go to our website, go to our Tumblr page. I'll be playing Flappers on Thursday, January 16th. No show next week. We will be back in 2 weeks on January 2nd. Elizabeth Aston will be guest co-hosting. I don't know who the guest will be, but we'll figure it out. We figured it out on this show. Are you guys familiar with the Spank Train? It's the last Spank Train of 2014. What we do is we all get up.
Oh, God.
We all spank each other this way, and we
What?
spank each other that way.
What?
Hey, Mark.
That's why I haven't heard of it, because I want no part of it.
Mark, I do want to say Symbol 6 thanks you for having us on the show.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.
I dig
Thank
Symbol 6.
you.
Thank you.
First off, I listened to all the songs you sent me. You guys are great. You guys, I wish I would have heard you before. Well, now I know.
That's all right.
Now
It
I
doesn't
know.
matter. It doesn't matter when you find us, as long as you do find us. And I will say all that last thing too is we cannot wait to work with Josie again on the video because we got look, for all the Josie Cat fans out there. This one it will be something to keep your eyes on.
Something to believe in.
Did you guys ever play with Pissant before we go?
No, but Pissant is a great band. I've seen Pissant definitely.
Okay, so and Santa Claus, you know about Symbol 6 now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm a fan now.
Okay, well,
Santa
Josie,
is-
instead of the spank
I
train,
love that.
Do you want to spank Santa and Santa spank you?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody have a wonderfully creepy Christmas and a happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you, Santa.
I think, can you do like...